piece of this, the scalability, the customer interaction, what piece of it makes you come to work every day?
Probably the kind of the business model that once I get a customer, if I do the job well, I keep the customer. But it was more just the business. I wanted to own a business for myself, and I wanted it to be something like I wouldn't just do anything. I've always been interested in having a nice, clean lawn, nice landscaping. I've always kind of been interested. I had one house whenever I was in college I rented, and people said, I always saw this house. I thought an old lady lived here. Because I had petunias, I had all kinds of flowers and shrubs, and I'd be out there trimming them. So I've always liked that stuff.
Like